20. Biggest nymphos in Hollywood history. What if I told you that some of Hollywood's wildest, most scandalous reputations weren't created by the stars at all, but by studios, tabloids, and a gossip-hungry public craving chaos? Long before social media, Hollywood learned a powerful truth. Nothing sells like danger, mystery, and whispered desire. And that's how the pop culture nympho was born. Not a diagnosis, not reality, just a sensational label slapped onto anyone whose magnetism felt too bold for the era. These aren't cautionary tales. They're stories of rumors, reinvention, and studio-built fantasy that shaped Hollywood's entire image of sexual rebellion. Here are 20 Hollywood figures whose reputations, fairly or unfairly, became larger-than-life myths of desire, seduction, and irresistible allure. 20. Theda Bara, Hollywood's first manufactured sex demon. Before Marilyn Monroe, Megan Fox, or any modern sex symbol, there was Theda Bara, the original Hollywood vamp. Fox Studios carefully crafted her persona with kohl-rimmed eyes, snake-like stares, and exotic costumes. Publicists spread stories claiming she was born in the Sahara, raised by occult priests, and could hypnotize men with a glance. None of it was true, yet audiences believed it completely. Bara became the first mass-market fantasy of a dangerous woman, captivating fans worldwide. Her name alone became shorthand for seductive allure, setting a precedent for all future Hollywood temptresses. 19. Mae West, the woman who spoke desire. Like a second language, Mae West wasn't a myth. She was audacious, self-made, and unapologetic. Her dialogue bristled with innuendo, her walk radiated confidence, and her persona embodied a woman unafraid of desire. Unlike manufactured stars, West controlled her image, writing her own plays and shaping characters that defied censorship. When authorities tried to tone her down, she pushed back with wit and courage, forcing Hollywood to bend to her rules. She wasn't outrageous because the industry demanded it. Hollywood became outrageous because she demanded it. West's legacy remains a symbol of female empowerment, audacity, and unapologetic sexuality in the studio era. 18. Mabel Normand, the scandal magnet of silent cinema. Silent-era star Mabel Normand was notorious for attracting scandal wherever she went. Wild parties, chaotic romances, unexplained injuries, and tabloid speculation followed her relentlessly. Often her reputation as a wild woman was exaggerated or entirely fabricated to sell newspapers. Historians still debate how much of her persona was real versus media invention. Nevertheless, Normand's image became iconic, and her notoriety was currency in Hollywood. Even when she maintained professionalism, the press sensationalized her life. Her story illustrates the intense scrutiny female stars endured, where image often outweighed talent and reputation could overshadow career. 17. Sessho Hayakawa, Hollywood's first international sex symbol. Long before Brad Pitt or Henry Cavill, Sessho Hayakawa mesmerized audiences with charisma, mystery, and allure. Hollywood executives struggled to market a Japanese leading man who outshone white actors in looks and magnetism. They leaned into his exoticism, circulating stories of lavish parties, passionate admirers, and secret romances. Some were true, many fabricated, yet they fueled his fame. Hayakawa became the first male star deemed too seductive for his own good, a label that persisted throughout his career. His success challenged racial norms and demonstrated Hollywood's fascination with the dangerous, irresistible outsider. 16. Rita Hayworth, the pinup who never escaped the fantasy. Rita Hayworth became a global symbol of desire during World War II, appearing on planes, walls, and locker rooms as the quintessential pinup. Her performance in Gilda, particularly the iconic hair flip, immortalized her as the Hollywood dream woman. Yet off-screen, she lamented the difference between fantasy and reality. Men fall in love with Gilda, but they wake up with me. The world consumed the myth more than the woman. Posters, publicity campaigns, and millions of fans cemented an image she could never fully inhabit, making her life a constant negotiation between reality and legend. 15. Lana Turner, glamour, romance, and relentless headlines. Lana Turner's life was a perfect storm of beauty, romance, and scandal. Multiple marriages, torrid affairs, and public heartbreaks kept her in tabloid headlines constantly. Every appearance and relationship became fodder for speculation, amplifying her reputation as a glamorous but scandal-prone star. Turner wasn't merely acting out a persona, she lived in a media-created spotlight that exaggerated every move. The Nympho label often assigned to her wasn't about her actual behavior, but reflected Hollywood's obsession with turning female stars' personal lives into entertainment. She became the very definition of glamour, intertwined with public fascination. 14. Jane Mansfield, the blonde bombshell who outplayed everyone. Jane Mansfield knew exactly how to play Hollywood's system to her advantage. She understood that the public wanted curves, charisma, and chaos, and she delivered on every front. Playboy shoots, provocative interviews, and staged wardrobe malfunctions amplified her persona as an uncontrollable force of desire. Yet behind the headlines, she was always in control, orchestrating every appearance to maximize attention. Mansfield's image wasn't a mistake. It was a calculated, professional strategy. Her career demonstrated that fame and sexuality could be leveraged intentionally, making her a master of public perception while still captivating audiences worldwide. 13. Marilyn Monroe, the world's most famous fantasy. No Hollywood star carried a heavier sexualized persona than Marilyn Monroe. Her breathy voice, seductive walk, and iconic outfits transformed her into the ultimate screen siren. However, this public image often overshadowed the woman behind it, Norma Jean Mortensen. Studios, male directors, fans, and magazines projected fantasies onto her, ignoring her ambitions, intelligence, and desires. Monroe was not a nympho. She was a creation, an image carefully manufactured to sell films and generate desire. Her story highlights Hollywood's power to shape legends and obscure the real human being beneath. 12. Elizabeth Taylor, the woman who loved love. Elizabeth Taylor's love life fascinated the world. 8 marriages, countless affairs, and headline-making relationships made her a media obsession. Taylor embraced love openly, defying the era's expectations for women to remain reserved or discreet. Hollywood and the press sensationalized every romance, amplifying her image as the ultimate desirable woman. Yet she made her own choices, following her heart rather than industry pressures. Her story reflects the clash between personal freedom and public perception, showing how a woman's assertive pursuit of love could be mythologized into an enduring legend of glamour, passion, and desire. 11. Zsa Gabor, romance as a lifestyle. Zsa Gabor's life was one continuous performance of glamour, wealth, and desire. 9 marriages, endless jewels, and countless witty one-liners. About love made her persona larger than life. She didn't just act as a glamorous seductress, she lived it fully. Every public appearance, every anecdote, every headline reinforced her identity as high-maintenance desire incarnate. In an era without social media, she was the ultimate public spectacle, a star who manipulated attention effortlessly. Gabor demonstrated that sexuality, humor, and charm could combine into a persona that captivated the world continuously. 10. Tallulah Bankhead, the scandal queen of stage and screen. Tallulah Bankhead defied expectations and social norms with fearless abandon. She spoke openly about her bisexuality, flaunted affairs, and treated desire like a celebrated hobby. In a time when women were expected to whisper, Bankhead shouted, capturing attention through sheer audacity. Hollywood didn't know whether to fear her or idolize her, so they did both. Her career was defined as much by scandal and persona as by talent, illustrating how flamboyant confidence could challenge societal expectations. Bankhead's legacy endures as the quintessential, scandalous, unapologetic star who owned every aspect of her public and private life. 9. Raquel Welch, the poster that launched a million fantasies. Raquel Welch became an instant sex symbol with one fur bikini in 1 million years BC, sparking fantasies worldwide. Magazine covers, posters, and iconic photos cemented her status as a 1960s and 1970s icon of desire. Hollywood and the media projected an exaggerated image of sexuality onto her, amplifying allure beyond reality. The Nymphos label wasn't about her personal life, but rather the public's obsession with her image. Welch's career shows how a single visual moment can define a star, turning her into a lasting cultural symbol of erotic fantasy and cinematic glamour. 8. Brigitte Bardot, Europe's ultimate siren. Brigitte Bardot wasn't merely a star. She became a cultural phenomenon, symbolizing sexual freedom in post-war Europe. Her carefree attitude toward love, fashion, and fame captivated photographers, journalists, and fans internationally. Bardot's allure was natural, yet amplified by the media, turning her into the face of desire. She refused to apologize for her sexuality, embracing attention while maintaining control over her persona. Bardot's image shaped an era of liberation, proving that sensuality could be confident, independent, and globally influential, making her one of the most unforgettable and emulated icons of her generation. 7. Sophia Loren, When Elegance Meets Desire. Sophia Loren blended sensuality with elegance, creating an image both irresistible and sophisticated. Her beauty, charisma, and poise made her presence commanding, often silencing rooms simply by entering them. Hollywood marketed her as an exotic dream woman who could seduce with a look, proving sexuality didn't have to be loud to be powerful. Loren's image demonstrated that class and desire could coexist, and her fame transcended continents. She became a timeless symbol of allure, showing that a star's magnetism can be subtle yet devastatingly effective, influencing generations of actresses and admirers worldwide. 6. Pamela Anderson, the 90s blueprint for a sex icon. Pamela Anderson became the ultimate 1990s sex symbol thanks to Baywatch, where her image reached millions worldwide. The media amplified her fame with magazine covers, paparazzi photos, and interviews, turning her into a phenomenon. Every television screen, billboard, and tabloid celebrated her beauty and sexuality, creating a persona that extended far beyond her acting roles. Anderson's career shows how the media constructs modern sex symbols, transforming stars into omnipresent fantasies. Her influence shaped Hollywood and pop culture, defining the blueprint for how female sexuality could be commodified and celebrated in the modern entertainment industry. 5. Carmen Electra, the wild child of the 2000s. Following Pamela Anderson's path, Carmen Electra became the 2000s ultimate fantasy icon. Her career was carefully curated. Playboy shoots, daring fashion choices, and highly publicized romances fueled her persona. Electra embraced this image, performing sexuality as both art and entertainment. Her public persona wasn't accidental, it was deliberate, allowing her to dominate media attention while maintaining control of her branding. Electra's story illustrates how stars of the 2000s leveraged both media and sexuality to become household names. She transformed boldness, allure, and charisma into an influential pop culture identity that continues to define the era. 4. Charlize Theron, beauty, power, and the spotlight. Before winning Oscars and taking on serious dramatic roles, Charlize Theron was marketed as the next big blonde bombshell. Magazine covers emphasized her looks, directors cast her in sensual roles, and tabloids scrutinized her dating life. The media exaggerated her persona, turning her into a symbol of desire before her talent was fully recognized. Theron's story shows how Hollywood often prioritizes image over substance, packaging stars into easily digestible fantasies. Her career eventually transcended this superficial branding, proving that beauty and power can coexist while challenging Hollywood's attempts to confine her into a single narrative. 3. Megan Fox, the Internet age's first sex symbol. Megan Fox skyrocketed to fame with Transformers, becoming an instant global fantasy. Interviews, magazine features, and tabloid coverage amplified her allure, creating the modern dangerous girl next door archetype. The media exaggerated and distorted her personality, branding her as a sex symbol rather than letting her define herself. Fox's fame demonstrates the power of the internet and social media in shaping modern star personas. Her story highlights how public perception, online virality, and relentless media attention can turn an actress into a larger-than-life icon, while often overshadowing her personal agency. 2. Jessica Alba, the reluctant sex symbol. Jessica Alba's career illustrates how Hollywood can impose a persona regardless of intent. From Dark Angel to Sin City, the media focused less on her acting and more on her appearance, branding her a sex symbol. Alba's attempts to shift focus to acting and entrepreneurship were often overshadowed by the public's obsession with her looks. Her experience demonstrates the persistence of Hollywood's labels, which can cling to stars long after they attempt to redefine themselves. Alba's story highlights the tension between personal ambition and media-driven fantasy in the entertainment industry. 1. Marilyn Monroe, again, because no one's legend was bigger. Marilyn Monroe deserves 2 entries because no Hollywood star has ever carried a more exaggerated, sexualized, and mythologized image. Studios, directors, fans, and magazines collectively created an enduring fantasy around her persona, obscuring Norma Jean entirely. Monroe was not a nympho. She was a carefully constructed symbol, a product of Hollywood's obsession with desire and marketable legends. Her story serves as the ultimate example of how the industry manufactures icons, transforming a human being into an idealized, commercialized fantasy that often eclipses the person beneath the glamour. For a century, Hollywood has packaged desire like a luxury brand. Some stars leaned into it, others were crushed by it, and most lived somewhere in the gray area. The word nympho never described real people, only fantasies amplified by studios and tabloids, and if anything's certain, it's this: Hollywood's sexiest stories are rarely the true ones, just the ones we're told. If you love uncovering the wild, untold side of classic Hollywood, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because there are plenty more secrets where these came from.